Are we live? Let's get it. Let's see. Uh-oh. That didn't really do nothing. Uh-oh. Let's see. We live? Oh, there we go. Oh! Let me see. Yes. Get in here. Okay, period. Okay, hold on. Let me do this. Clearly, what is the tea? What's going on, everybody? Get in here, everybody, get in here. Are we live? You know what? I'm actually going to move this over here because I just feel like it's better for me over there. I'm going to move that over here. Yes. Can y'all hear me? Is everything working right? Let me look at the chat. Let me see. Is everything good? Are we here? Are we ready to go and get into these things? Okay, everybody can hear me? Perfect. All right, what's popping, everybody? We got to get into some things. We got a couple of topics we're going to get into. Some of you guys had lunchtime. Some of you guys it's late night. But, child, I decided to get on here a little bit early because, child, we ain't been on here in a couple of weeks. And, child, you know, I've been out of the algorithm. Well, it's not been a couple of weeks. It's been a couple of days. In the last few days, it's been really crazy with some of the other shows that we have been putting out. Now, we do have some more tea on the Bobby I Love You Per stuff, so that will be dropping in a separate video. But I want to kind of do this as a separate topic because we needed to get into some things, okay? So, Drake is alleging that Megan Thee Stallion has not been shot. What is the tea? Drake is coming for everybody on this collaborative album that he had with 21 Savage called Her Loss, okay? I have not listened to the album yet. I just seen all the snippets and stuff online, so we're going to get into that, okay? But before we get into that, we got a couple of other things that I want to get into before we get started with the hot tea, okay? So let's just jump right into what we're going to discuss. Oh, actually, before I do that, let me turn on subscribers only mode. Okay, boom. Okay, so now let's get into some things. All right. First of all, can we talk about Wendy Williams? Wendy Williams is looking good right now, isn't she? Wendy Williams has been spotted out apparently. But see, here's the thing. I try not to get my hopes up with the Wendy Williams looking good too much because it's just like, okay, they keep posting pictures for the Instagram. We go crazy. We get excited. And then nothing ever happens. Then for all we know, she done passed out again. She done fell out again. And then she's back in rehab. So at this point, at this juncture, I'm at the point where Wendy Williams, I'm done with the cryptic messages, the videos. I'm done with the stage paparazzi, like photo shoot shots of like, Wendy's still alive. Wendy's still cool. Okay, let's do glamour. Let's go like stand at the grocery store and make it look like Wendy Williams is shopping just to let people know that she's still alive. She's rocking and rolling. No, at this point, what's the tea with the podcast? At this point, I'm going to need an interview. At this point, I need more than somebody saying, okay, ready, 1, 2, 3, go. Make a video. And they post it on Instagram. No. Girl, give me a 10-minute conversation. Give me a 15-minute conversation. Give me a 30-minute interview with somebody somewhere at this point. Okay? We need it. Okay, I need Wendy Williams. I live for Wendy Williams. I'm here for a Wendy Williams tea in my life. Okay, but Wendy Williams is looking good. Let me go to her Instagram. Child, you know they be posting stuff on the Wendy Williams Instagram page. Let me go. Let's pull up some of the Wendy Williams podcast. That's why when I see it on the Wendy Williams podcast, that's when I be like, girl, I don't trust it all the way, child, especially when it be on that podcast, because, girl, I be feeling like, girl, that man is just getting his coins off of poor Wendy and just trying to make sure that she's just around long enough for whatever check to clear, okay? So there's Wendy Williams there looking regular, okay? She's supposed to be back. I don't know when. Look at him in the back. About last night, Team Wendy, publicist Sean. What happened last night? Okay, she's at her apartment in her purple chair about last night. Okay, whoop-de-doo. What happened last night? Did you guys sign a deal? Did you film a show? What happened last night? Okay, we need more than these pictures every 3 to 5 months. Okay, in my opinion, that's just me. Maybe not for you, but for me, I need a little bit more. This little stuff right here doesn't work for me.
Yeah, it's me at my apartment. It's going to be a heck of a bumpy ride. So what you do is follow the follow. Thank you.
Wendy, that made no sense.
Hey, look. Yeah, it's me at my apartment. It's going to be a heck of a bumpy ride. So what you do is follow the follow. Thank you.
Follow the follow. What in the hell did that mean? If you're asking me. If you're asking me. Now, if you're not asking me, then girl, pay it. But if you're asking me, what did that mean? Follow the follow. I don't know. But it is what it is. Okay. Hopefully we're sending Wendy Williams love and light, and we're hoping that she gets it together quickly. Okay. So yeah, child. I didn't understand that. Now here's the tea. Now I want you girls to brace yourselves, because this is the part of the show that some of you guys might feel some type of way. Okay, you guys might feel a way about this, but we are going to make this a topic today. Okay, Dwayne Wade, Zaya Wade, and what's that lady name? My God, it's something interesting. Siobhan Funches. Okay, so long story short, okay, this is pretty much what the tea is. The mom is a Christian mom. She feels like she does not want Zaya Wade's gender changed and name changed right now. She wants Zaya Wade to wait till she's 18 to have that name change and gender change, I guess, on her ID and birth certificate, whatever. Okay. She feels as though that Dwayne Wade is pressuring Zaya to do these things and exploiting Zaya for financial gain, and he's continuing to push this narrative so that she can continue getting these brand deals. As you know, Zaya Wade just had a huge brand deal, I think, with Tiffany's. Let me see if I can pull it up. Zaya Wade, Tiffany. Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up. Okay, here's her Tiffany's collab. Let me pull it up. She had a deal with Tiffany's. Let me see if I can pull up the Tiffany's photos. There was another one recently too. I don't remember exactly what it was, but this is her one with the Tiffany's collab. Okay, she looked sickening. Okay, this is Zaya Wade, Tiffany's. Okay, and the people are feeling some type of way. So the mom feels like, you're exploiting my daughter. Oh, this is the one of the most recent ones too. You're exploiting her. Oh, this is Mew Mew. This is Mew Mew right here. Okay, so this is at the Mew Mew show. Zaya Wade makes her front row launching at Mew Mew. She looks sickening, baby. She's eating it. Okay, and so the mom feels like, girl, you're exploiting Zaya. You're exploiting our daughter, and I don't like this for these brand deals. Okay, and so Dwayne Wade has responded. Okay. So he pretty much says, since this must be a new way of parenting, I guess I have to address these allegations here, which is a damn shame. Okay. In her legal, this isn't a game for my family and definitely not for Zaya, he wrote. This is her life. Okay. Siobhan has decided to pretty much be an absent parent to Zaya all on her own. He wrote, I will not sit on my hands this time and allow her to make a mockery of my dedication to my family. Okay. The high road has run out of real estate. So he pretty much is like, girl, Screw her. She hasn't even been in Zaya's life. She doesn't even go to, she doesn't go to therapy sessions. She doesn't go to, she doesn't go anywhere. She doesn't go to the recitals. She doesn't go to graduations. She doesn't go to games. She's just an absentee parent. She has not been around in Zaya's life for years. Okay, Dwayne Wade has had custody of Zaya for over 10 years at this point, and now she is coming out saying that he's exploiting Zaya Wade. Now, some people are also saying that she has a Christian podcast that she's trying to promote. That's something different. But anyway, I'll say this to say that. That was my follow for the follow. Whitney Williams, like, girl, what? That doesn't even make sense. But anyway, here's my thoughts on it. Because at the end of the day, a lot of people have had, their thoughts on it. I don't see anything wrong with her doing the name change. She's 15 years old at this point. When I was 15, and I know when a lot of us were 15, we understood what was going on for the most part. Yes, you're a teenager, but you're not a kid. Okay, you're not 6, 7, 8, 9. You know what I mean? You're 15. At 15, there was girls pregnant at my school. Okay, there was people sleeping around, having kids at 15. Okay, and at 15. For the most part, if you're gay or not, if you want to be trans or not, you could see it. Now, I get where some people are going to say, well, she's too young. She's too young. But as long as they're not doing reassignment surgery, Zaya doesn't even have boobs or any of that. She wants to change her name. Change the girl's name. If you want to change it later on down the line, if she decides, okay, I want to go back to being whatever boy name she was, she can go and do that. But if you want to change the name, change the damn name and change the gender. If that makes you feel good, great. How do you know that Zaya doesn't feel comfortable going, she feels more comfortable going to meetings, going to games, going to doctor's appointments, and they're able to call her Zaya Wade. She doesn't have to see this, birth name, this boy name on her ID. I know many transgender people that do not want to be recognized by their boy name. Okay, they call it their dead name. Okay, that's not who they are. It's a rebirth, and I feel like they're doing the transition with Zaya very, they're doing it well. And I don't think that Dwayne Wade is exploiting his child. If you have a child and brands want her, Zaya looks damn good, first of all. So it's not just like, oh, she's a tranny, let's put her on Mew Mew. No, she looks good. She's a model. It's no different than if you had a biological daughter and you put her in a Tiffany's commercial or a Mew Mew ad. Is that exploiting? It would be no different if Zaya Wade was, I don't know, John Wade, and then he had a Nike deal, a Jordan deal, a Supreme deal. You know what I mean? Is it at that point? Would Dwayne Wade be exploiting his son? And if you ask me, if you say yes, well, if I'm Zaya Wade, exploit me. I'd rather you exploit me than sit up here and torment me. Because here's the bottom line, and this is just my opinion. These are just my thoughts. The mom is not mad about. The name change, exploiting the money, the this, that, the third. No. You're mad that your son is now your daughter. You don't want a gay child, and you damn sure don't want a transgender child. And now, in your Christian family, in your Christian belief, and in your church, you have to go now and see your daughter on the cover of Tiffany ads, Mew Mew ads, and being plastered all up, and you don't want to see it because that goes against your religion and your God. You don't give a damn about waiting until Zaya is 18, because at 18, then that's going to be another story. So if I'm Zaya Wade, I don't want to live with my mama that can't come see me, can't come support me. Hold on. I don't want to go to none of that. Hold on. I don't want to hear your advice, because me being trans or not, or me wanting a gender reassignment or whatever the case may be, should not stop you from being a present parent. What is your excuse there? You've had plenty of opportunities to be present. You've had plenty of opportunities to be in my life. But the only time you want to speak out and be present in my life when it comes down to, the way I identify, girl, you can keep it. I'd rather, instead of worrying about that, come to this piano recital. Instead of worrying about that, come to this PTA meeting. Come to my counseling session so you can learn about what I'm going through. Come to my doctor's appointment so you can see actually what's going on. See, if you can't do any of that, then don't talk to me about what needs to happen when I'm 18. Because a lot of times, I personally feel like, and Dwayne Wade has said this, she's going through therapy, and anytime, like if you do a transition the right way, and I'm not talking about like a street transition, if you do a healthy transition, through your whole transition, you're going through therapy because they're wanting to make sure that mentally you understand what you're doing and you're okay with it. Even I have girlfriends that are considering reassignment surgery, and they have to go through at least 1 year of therapy before they get the big chop. You can't just go and say, okay, I'm going to make an appointment today and go ahead and get the bird chopped off. It doesn't work like that. You got to go through a mental evaluation before you do some stuff like that. So I think that this selective and this fake outrage about, oh my God, he's exploiting her, this is the child, you guys are just saying that because you don't want the child to be transgender. And newsflash, niggas, the child is transgender and she's going to be transgender, and I actually support it. I'd rather you transition now at 15 under the guidance of doctors, counselors, and a support system that supports you, versus wait till you're 23, 24, 25, out your parents' house. You done grew beard, vocal cords, and got deep to the mother. You done got chiseled up. Now you got to break down decades worth of masculinity. Then you can't get a fair shot at life because you look like a big brolic man that decided to transition at 35. It don't break down. That's a lot of years to try to redo. You get it while it's early, and you can grow into be a soft fishy thing later, and you have a fair chance at life. This is a fact. This is a fact. I don't care what nobody say. A lot of reasons why transgender people don't have a fair chance at life because they still look like men. It's the truth. The ones that still look like men don't have a fair chance at life. That is what it is. But anyway, that's just how I feel, and here's my thing too. Now you got a black man supporting his gay son, his transgender son, and now he has to be, exploiting. Do you know how many black gay people, I love my dad. I wish my dad was this supportive. Now, I didn't want to be trans, but we didn't even get to talk about stuff. I had to learn so much on my own in the streets. Because why? Because my dad was kind of like, listen, we're just going to ignore it. We're not going to talk about it. So I had to make sure, bitch, I can't go out here sleeping with everybody. I can't go out here. I got to make sure I go get tested. I got to make sure I get all of that stuff because that's real life. My dad didn't teach me that stuff. My dad didn't talk to me about that stuff because he couldn't get over the fact that I liked men. So in many ways, he set me out there unprotected because he couldn't get over the fact that I liked men. So you didn't really set me up to be smart. Thank God I was smart on my own, but I did learn along the way. But imagine having a parent there to guide you. Then you have a transgender child out there. I'm sure many transgenders would love their dad to be in support of them. You know why? Because so many transgender girls grow up escorts, prostitutes, scammers, and mostly dead. Why? Because they've been put out. They've got to hide it. They can't dress like a woman in the house. Oh, and that's for y'all talking about, oh, they young, they too young, they too young, they too young, they too young. Girl, let me tell you something. It's not no too young. Either you gonna let the kid be the kid in front of you, or they gonna be the kid away from you. Okay? What do I mean by that? Try telling your kid not to dress in girl clothes at 15 and 16 years old. Okay, they might not dress in those girl clothes while they at your house, but as soon as they get in the car with their homeboy, their homegirl, guess what? The spaghetti strap is coming out, the two-piece is coming out, the skirt, the high heels, and the wigs. And their new name is Kiki. And you don't know that Kiki is living the life in the streets until you find out Kiki one day is dead. Or Kiki, when you pull up and Kiki, you doing laundry and you find panties. Thinking, what the shit? Where are these panties? Bras and panties. Well, Timothy is Kiki on the weekends. You would know that if you could open up and talk to me and let me know and let you know, hey, yeah, I'm feeling a little Kiki inside, mommy, daddy. I'm feeling like Kiana. But no, in black families, it's like, don't talk about it, or I'll beat it out of you, or get the hell out of my house. So guess what? We have to hide it. It is what it is. Let's just be real. But yeah, so that was my thoughts on that. Let's move forward. Let's move forward. Okay, let's get into Tiki. No, you love me. Okay, so we got to get into Drake, shall? Drake is coming for everybody. Let's get into it. Let me see. Drake was at everybody, child. On everybody head top. Drake is at everybody head top. Everybody head top. Just everybody head top, child. And I don't know where it's just, it seems so unwarranted. So, Drake just dropped an album with 21 Savage. And pretty much was firing shots at Megan Thee Stallion, seemingly Ice Spice, Kanye West, and even took shots at Serena Williams' husband. Okay, let's start with Serena Williams' husband. What did he say? Let me see if I can find that. Hold on. Let me see. Drake, Serena Williams, Drake, Serena husband. Okay. Drake calls Serena Williams' husband a groupie. And then I guess her husband responded. Okay, so Alexis, the TMZ telling us backwards, but okay, here we go. Drake wasn't only going after Megan Thee Stallion on his new album. Serena Williams' husband was also dropped, getting called a straight-up groupie in the new song. The OVO rapper released a 16-track joint album, Her Loss, with 21 Savage on Friday, and the superstar's hubby, Alexis Ohanian, might not be a fan of a certain track called Middle of the Ocean. Okay? Here's what he says around the 3.35 minute mark. Sidebar, Serena, your husband is a groupie. He claims we don't got a problem, but no, boo, it's like you coming for sushi. I don't get it. Maybe it went over my head. But fans went crazy over the bars on social media. One person called Drake petty, and another said Ohanian deserved it, as he seemingly taken subtle jabs at the rapper in the past. Okay, remember Drake and Serena were a thing back in the day. Okay, back in 2015. So now he seemingly responded to Drake. So what he said was, the reason I stay winning is because I'm relentless about being the absolute best at whatever I do, including being the best groupie for my wife and daughter. That's so white. That's what he said. That's so white. Now, people are feeling like, girl, it was some shade. Let me try to see if I can find that tweet on why he came. Okay, so there was a tweet back in the day where it said 4 years ago, LOL, her husband liked a tweet about Drake's song. Nice for what? Saying that the song was mediocre. Drake held on to that grudge for years. So apparently, the husband liked a tweet about Nice for What being kind of trash. And so Drake, Drake is very petty. Drake feels some type of way. He holds on to grudges. So Serena's husband caught a lick with that, okay? Amongst those people, there was a lot more people that caught many licks. Let's get into some more of these licks that were caught. Hold on. Now we on my page. Kanye West caught a lick. Okay, let's get into it. Kanye West linking with the ops. I did that for Jay Prince. I didn't know that. I thought they were cool. I don't know what the tea is with Kanye and Drake, because Kanye was just on Drink Champs and he was giving Drake his flowers. But I think this is a great time for people to just be like, you know what? Screw Kanye. We can't stand Kanye. So apparently, they're not cool. That's interesting. Kanye West responded and said, enough already. I have done this, man. I've gave this man his flowers multiple times. Let's really see who our real ops are in the music game. Imagine all the rappers on the same side and everyone cleaning up each other's contracts. It's kingdom time. Love Drake. Speech, a love speech. So he's trying to be cool. He's like, he doesn't want to beef anymore. Okay. Not only that, it seemed as though Ice Spice got hit. She a 10 trying to rap. It's good on mute. Ice Spice, what happened? How can I win when I'm already chose? How can I lose when I'm already chose? You thought I was feeling you? That nigga a munch. It's a party that lit, then why would I go? You thought I was feeling you? You thought he was feeling you? Like, I don't know what the tea is. What happened with Ice Spice? And everybody is making it just seem like she's such a baddie. Now, I've seen her in person. And I've seen her, and she looked like she looked, and she's okay. I mean, she's not a 10 like that. I mean, maybe she's young, but I mean, I'm not just getting like, just bitch, stop there. Like, but maybe because I don't like women, maybe that's a different thing. Because maybe what I might think is a 10 in men, y'all might be like, that's not really giving all that. I don't know. Ice Spice not giving me 10, 10, 10. But anyway, maybe he's not even talking about her. Maybe I'm reaching. But at the end of the day, here's the thing. Apparently he was following her at one point, then unfollowed her, and she doesn't know why he unfollowed her. So I don't know if she didn't give her no putty cat or no boudin, or she didn't let him do the double, the wahoo. I don't know. And but we do know that Drake gets in his feelings and he will drag you on the record. And so you thought it was feeling you, and I guess he's not anymore. Okay, but that wasn't even the story of the evening. Okay, the big story was the Megan Thee Stallion piece, and I want to get these other girls off of here. Okay, because I really want to get into the Megan Thee Stallion of it all. What is going on with Megan Thee Stallion? Okay, so we're going to go. I'm going to read you what he said about Megan Thee Stallion. Then I'm going to read you what Megan Thee Stallion said. Okay. Megan Thee Stallion, he said in the record, this bitch lied about getting shot, but she's still a stallion. He also said Shorty say she graduated. She ain't learned enough. Play your album track 1. K, I heard enough. Like, girl, I played the first one. I'm done. It's trash. I don't know what the tea is, what Nikki, what's going on. Okay. So, Megan Thee Stallion enters the chat. I know I'm very popular, but y'all got to stop attaching weak-ass conspiracy theories and bars to my name. LOL, niggas nor hoes ever address me or at me with a fact or receipts. I am clout B. Keep sucking my pussy. Okay. Then she says, stop using my shooting for clout, bitch and nigga. Since when the F is it cool to joke about women getting shot? You niggas, really, especially rap niggas, are lame. Ready to boycott about shoes and clothes, but dog power on a black woman when she says one of y'all homeboys abused her. And when the motherfucking facts come out, remember all y'all hold as favorite rappers that stood behind a nigga that shot a female. You nigga. Well, I added the last part. Okay. Then she said, people attack me, y'all go up for it. I defend myself, now I'm doing too much. Every time, it never ends, and this did not happen until I came out and said I got hit. Y'all don't F with me. Okay, cool. Okay, bye. Wow. So here's my theory. It's some tea. It's some tea, and I'm trying to figure out what it is. What is the tea? What is the tea? So it's a couple of things for me. Either it's no shade. It's one or two things. Either Megan Thee Stallion is lying, and here's the thing, and I'm just the only reason why I'm saying Megan Thee Stallion is lying, because it seemed like everybody was for her, and then they switched from the baby to just industry. All of a sudden started going to this Tory. We kind of like, we're not canceling Tory. We're kind of rocking with Tory. Okay. There's more to the story with Tory. Okay. What's the tea? Oh, shout out to Tamel. I'm gonna miss the live because I'm taking my friends out for his birthday, so I'm gonna send my 2 super chats now. I'll catch the rest later. Thanks, boo. Thank you for always donating to the show, and thank you for always supporting the channel. But no, what I was saying was, everybody kind of started to switch, and they started to like support Tory Lanez either publicly or they just weren't canceling. They would shout him out. You would see him with them. So people started to say like, maybe something else happened here. Maybe it wasn't all what Meg is saying. But then at the same time, on the flip side, could they be using Megan Thee Stallion for clout? Now, people are trashing me on Twitter saying, oh, Drake sells 500,000 units. Drake sells 600,000 units. He doesn't need Megan Thee Stallion for clout. Drake does sell records. But Certified Lover Boy, wasn't that his last album? Flopped. It sold, but it was trash. No one talked about that record. Certified Lover Boy was trash. Certified Lover Boy was trash. That album flopped. Megan Thee Stallion is a hot button. Every nigga, literally, from DaBaby to Tory to now Drake, everybody's got a Megan Thee Stallion line in their record. And that's the first thing that comes out. Like, everybody's got something to say about Megan Thee Stallion. That literally got us all listening and talking about the album. That literally got us all online. That's literally what's making the news right now. He's literally dissing people so that people can, that's what's getting people to listen. We seen what it was like when he just did the smooth stuff on Certified Lover Boy and was doing, no one cared. It sold. No one gave a damn. No one talked about it. No one ran to stream it. Last night you had people just running to stream it. So we're not going to sit up here and talk about, oh, well, Megan Thee Stallion can't sell. Drake doesn't need Megan Thee Stallion. He wanted that engagement. Megan Thee Stallion, a Megan Thee Stallion line brings engagement. We're not going to sit and act like it doesn't. Let's be real here. Let's be real. It brings engagement. Everybody immediately was like, whoa, what's the tea? What are we doing? We're live now discussing it. Let's be real. Let's be real. But here's the interesting part about the Megan Thee Stallion piece. Megan Thee Stallion is doubling down. Tory Lanez is doubling down. There's some part of this story that the people feel like they know that we, the general public, don't know. And I guess it's leaning towards Tory's side. I'm just hoping that Megan Thee Stallion has all her receipts and all her facts in order. Because, girl, once this hits, this is going to be a nasty, nasty thing. And this is going to be nasty for either one of them. Because Megan Thee Stallion she doubled down. Like when all the facts come out, when the receipts come out. Because at first, if you ask me, I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't really feel like Meg really knew what happened. I didn't feel like she was really sure. I feel like maybe somebody had shot her, but she really wasn't sure if she was shot or not, or she don't know really what happened because she was so drunk. I felt like that originally, but then listen to her double down like this. She seems confident that nigga Tory shot me. But Tory Lanez is like, I didn't do it. So somebody is blatantly lying. Blatantly lying. And that's what I'm here to get to the bottom of. And it's so interesting that you don't really hear a lot of people speaking on the behalf of Megan Thee Stallion. A lot of these men are coming up speaking up for Tory Lanez. Where are these women? Where are these men that are speaking up for Megan Thee Stallion? Where are the female rappers? Where's the female community speaking up for Megan Thee Stallion? There's nobody that speaks up for Megan Thee Stallion, honestly. That's why I'm like, well, girl, do the people know something that we don't? So it's going to be an interesting situation. And I'm here to see what the tea is. Okay. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to open up the lines for you girls to call in and give you your thoughts on the situation. Okay. Let's get into it. Hold on. I just feel like, girl, some people know, like where's Kylie? What happened? Like, Meg, something happened. There's a piece of this where somebody feel like Megan Thee Stallion lied. There's an undertone of Megan Thee Stallion lied. But it's going to be interesting. Let's get the tea. Hold on.
Your show now. Press 1 to hear.
Your show is scheduled to start in 37 seconds.
Okay, 563-999-3658. Let's get into it. All right, 7516, you live on the air. Talk to me. Hello? Hello? Okay, 0609, you're live on the air.
Your
Can
show
you hear
will go
me?
live in 5 seconds. 4,
Armon, how are you?
3,
Good, how are you?
2, 1.
I'm good.
Talk to me.
So, I wanted to talk about the MEG thing. I think I called you a couple shows back, and you were wondering, you said why no one was supporting her.
Uh-huh.
I think it's the same reason why. I'm not kind of trying to compare, but just to give you an example, I have two things to say. I think it reminds me of kind of like a R. Kelly situation where people still supported him, but they knew what he did. I think it's just a lot of, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody did collabs with him, still supported him. They knew what he did behind the scenes, but they still acted like he was innocent. I mean, I heard the rumors when I was a kid about what he did.
Okay.
So I know they must have heard it. And it's the fact that if you pay attention to the case, Tory is the only one that's denying the case. I mean, not denying, but he's holding he's been
holding it up and trying to push it back.
Yeah, holding it up for like 2 years. So I think the issue is people are probably like, it's been taking so long. Why isn't he in jail? Well, he has a lawyer. When you're rich and you have money, you can hold. He's the only one that's been holding the case back. This could have been solved the same year that it happened. So why is he the only one that's just dragging the case. You don't
And
think
we
that's
do know, and we
kinda
do know
weird?
that Tory recently attacked August Alsina and lied and said he wasn't even there. So Tory definitely is a liar.
And then another thing too, I wanted to tell you this, I think, because people are confused with the whole Drake thing. This all goes back to 1501. You remember Tory was hanging with Carl Crawford and Jay Prince.
Right. Okay. Let me pull that up. That's what I was going to say. That is what I wanted to pull.
Because I have some tea about that, so I think you guys will understand a little bit better. It's a lot deeper than just people thinking he's dissing her. So you can pull that up if you want to. I'll hold on.
Yeah, so here's what I wanted. Okay. So here's what I wanted to pull up, because somebody sent me this and said that they feel like this is the reason why. I didn't really get into it, but they said they feel like this is the reason why Drake is coming at Megan Thee Stallion. From this Prince, Jay Prince posted, "For years we have stood by quietly as Megan Thee Stallion and her management at Rock Nation has lied about Carl Crawford and his 1501 label. The truth is that Carl discovered and developed and fully financed Megan Thee Stallion early in her career, which led to a life-changing distribution agreement with her with 300 Entertainment. From 1501's earliest agreement with Meg, long before Megan Thee Stallion was a household name. 1501 generously agreed to give Megan Thee Stallion 40% of its profits, which is substantially more than the customary record royalty that a new artist receives from a record label. Any attempts by Megan Thee Stallion or Rock Nation to portray a contract that provides a new unknown artist with 40% of the label's profits as I don't know how to say the word, or unfair, unconsciousness, I don't know, or unfair is blatantly false and contrary to the customs or norms in the music industry. Okay. In fact, we have seen several Rock Nation contracts, and Rock Nation pays its new artists a customary royalty that is significantly less than the 40% of profits that 1501 agrees to pay Megan." Oh, damn, this is a long post. "According to any statements alleging 1501's contract with Megan Thee Stallion is I'm not reading that again. Okay, so basically, I'm not going through this whole thing because it's too much.
So I wanted to tell you the tea. So basically, because I've been following this whole case and everything, right? So
okay,
a lot of it has to go back when this first happened, when she got shot. Tory was hanging around Jay Prince and their family. And remember the pictures that came out with Drake at the basketball, that little basketball thing they were playing? When it got leaked, they were playing basketball. The video with Jay Prince's son. And then you did a stream maybe last year when he was hanging with Carl Crawford in the club.
Okay, just tell me. I don't
And
remember, but keep going.
Yeah, he was hanging with Carl Crawford. So just recently, Carl Crawford went to court and he posted a picture of Jay Prince in the deposition and then erased it. So I think a lot of this, Jay Prince wants to smear Megan's name, and obviously Drake is close to Jay Prince. And Carl's not helping her with her stuff. So people have outside the box. It really has. And people are like, "Oh, well, Drake, all these celebrities unfollowed her." No, he only unfollowed her because Jay Prince didn't want him messing with her. He had no issue with her. Like you said, there was no issue. Megan had never had an issue until she got shot. That's when all this stuff started happening. And Tory's the only one that hangs around them, and he's telling everybody, academics, why do you think they're going so hard on her? They don't want her to testify and say anything. They've been going harder. And don't you, like you said, it seems weird that it's just the guys. That's what they do. They protect each other, because if Tory gets locked up, I think more women will come out and speak about some of the unjust that men do in the industry. Because it's just weird. It just seems like everything, if you point it back, everything pinpoints back to that camp. Every single thing. And who they hang with, who they associate with, videos, everything.
Okay,
so I don't
thank
think
you.
it's weird. So, like, people are going to call you and act like they have tea. They don't have any tea. Everything goes back. And then it's funny because Jay, when he was online, he basically, when they did, put him in the deposition, he said that he wasn't even a part of 1501, but he's speaking like he is. And Carl Crawford is using him for muscle. And he's mad. You get what I'm saying? Like, he's not even a part of it. He doesn't own 1501. He owns Rap a lot. And so Carl's trying to use Meg, trying to intimidate her with Jay Prince by sending these threats to her online. I'm telling you, you got to look that up, Armon. It's not about, if people are going to call you and give you BS, this is exactly what it's about. He's trying to smear her name and her reputation. And he's not a part of it to him. That's why he was mad. He had to sit down for the deposition because Megan told him, like, look back at some of Megan's tweets, and she said, you're trying to use Jay Prince for backup because you can't stand on your own.
But, like, is Jay Prince, like, God or something? Like, does this nigga, like, everybody has to, like, bow down to him?
He just extorts people. people and he's grimy and he's just known for that and just runs with wrong people. But, you know, RIP to Takeoff, but why do you think people were dragging him? Because they were saying there was some shady stuff with that family. Everybody knows that. So he's upset because Megan's the only woman that actually will stand up for herself. If you notice that, she don't take nothing from nobody. And so the fact that she came at him is like weird because rap dudes won't even come at him, but Meg's the only one that did.
Thank you.
And he's trying to bring her down. So yeah, just wanted to let you
Thanks
know.
for giving us the tea. Bye, babe. Bye. Okay, really quick. Ice Spice just tweeted, at least I'm a 10. You thought he was feeling you? Well, I mean, at least you're a 10, Ice Spice. Oh, before we take some more calls, too. Now, y'all know, usually when I be on to something, I really be on to something. Let me do that real quick. We're going to take this down. Well, we can leave them up here. Now, this might be a reach. Now, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm going to be honest with you. I might be reaching here with this next part. So, allow me to reach. But, child, let me show you this. I forgot to talk about the 21 Savage Lotto piece. Girl, look. Okay. We could put she got a new. So, the lyrics go. Let me see. Let me go on my page. What's on my page? So, I might be reaching, but, child, this is interesting. Now, hold your horses here. Okay, the lyric goes, she got a new G-Wagon, she want to hit the highlight room and show it off, got a new body, girl, show it off, this is a Brazilian, I know it's soft, toned up, and she got a six-pack looking like she used to play volleyball. Okay, so Rennie Rucci, you know, she can't stand Lotto. Okay, Rennie Rucci then went and posted that verse on her Instagram, right? Hold on, I'm trying to get it. Rennie Rucci went and posted that. Okay. With her G-Wagon. So this is Rennie Rucci. This is the song. Room and show it out. And she said, AMG Benz Bay. I ain't no regular nigga. Meet Nunu. I love it here. So she posted this last night. Rennie Rucci. These are the lyrics to the song. Then Lotto earlier I posted, you know, the biggest. That was before everything came out. So the whole thing is people are saying, well, girl, did 21 Savage, is he with Rennie Rucci now? Was he with Lotto? I don't know. That's some tea. It could be a reach. It could be, I don't know, but a lot of people felt like Lotto and 21 Savage was fooling around, but then Rennie Rucci is posting about her G-Wagon and her car, and I don't know. It could be a reach. Now that, I don't know. I could be reaching, but we can monitor. I ain't going to tell you I know anything on that, but it was interesting. So let's keep our eyes on that. We're going to be watching that because that's got our feathers, you know, rumbling over here, okay? We could be reaching. But, you know, I'm okay about being wrong with that because I really don't know. But it made for good commentary. All right, 7807.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, what's going on?
Hey, Armon. So the first thing I want to talk about is the Zaya Wade situation. I've been following this situation since 10 years ago. The first thing I want to say is, as Zaya's mother should be consulted with decisions that pertain to her child, I feel like for the people that have been following this situation since Dwayne Wade got with Gabrielle Union, you could tell that the mother's voice hasn't been considered since he hooked up with Gabrielle Union. And, you know, Gabrielle Union might divorce Dwayne Wade, and at the end of the day, Zaya's mother will still be Zaya's mother. Mm-hmm. And my spirit tells me that Zaya did this for attention and was neglected emotionally as a child because of all the drama that was going on in the household. And I feel like now that Zaya's getting attention, they're parading her around. But I feel like if Zaya wasn't trying to transition and was just, let's say, wanted to be gay, I don't feel like they would be giving her that much press and that much attention. And even if you look at the paparazzi photos when Zaya went out to lunch with Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade, like, Gabrielle Union has like a smile on her face, a smirk on her face, and Dwayne Wade is looking very much so like he low-key is kind of concerned about what's going on with his child. But I don't feel like this was all Dwayne Wade. I feel like Gabrielle Union is very much behind this, and that's all I want to say about that. I want to speak on Megan Thee Stallion situation as well. I feel like with Megan Thee Stallion, a black woman is still, like Malcolm X said, the most disrespected person in America. The thing is, everybody wants to lust over black women. Everybody wants to talk about how sexy black women are. But when black women need to be protected, these same guys that lust over them don't want to step up and handle their business. And for Drake to try to come at a black woman when he had a baby with that European woman who was not even that cute, he have a lot of nerve, because he always want to bring up black women in his songs when it comes to past relationships or when he did things with them. But when it's time to talk about how they need to be protected, we not getting no verses on that. So that's all I have to say.
Let me ask you a couple of questions. Are you a gay man? Oh, he left. Because, you know, and I'm here for that. I'm here for all of that. But when the gay boys start going completely left, it just gives me pick me vibes. You know, it's like, girl, she transitioned for attention. That's just like saying being gay is a choice. You know what I'm saying? And then the second thing is, oh, black women is, black women that. Okay, so I see what angle you going. You want the black women to be like, yeah. Then you pitting them against the white women. He had a baby with the European women. So now you're gonna play on the oppression. Now we're gonna do the oppression Olympics and play on the heartstrings of the black women that felt like they lost their niggas to white men. I mean to white women. See, it's that pick me. I don't like really, and I don't mind you calling in. Please call in. But you know, I'm not a pick me gay, and I'm not a pick me nigga. Okay, and I really don't like when the gays
90
very
seconds.
pick me. 7878. We got a couple more calls, and I got to get out of here. 7878. You're live on the air.
Hey, Armon.
Hey.
Yes, I have a few statements. Okay, Wendy, where is she doing? I hope she don't relax again.
Okay.
She did very good. Diane, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, but she's a very good. Just
60 seconds.
I mean, Dwayne Wayne, he's not doing nothing wrong. And Gabrielle, they support their child. Supporting their child. Okay. With Drake, he just need to calm down. All right, Megan, she's faking funny with her friends, but I believe she speaks the truth. I believe she's been shot by Tory, and the case does need to be stopped and shut the case down.
Okay. Period. Thanks, boo. Thanks for calling in.
You're welcome.
All right, 7063. You live on the air. Let's get into it.
Hey, Armon. So I just want to do this quick.
10 seconds.
I feel like this Jay Prince guy, because you were asking I think it was the very first call called in that had T.
Yes.
He was definitely speaking some facts. Jay Prince and his family, I don't know what that was going on in Houston, but they seem to really be like a really messy family. I don't know, from what I've heard, he has ties with the mob. His son, Jay Prince Jr. or whatever his name is, it was involved with the whole thing with Takeoff, and I believe also involved in another issue where another rapper prior to that got shot in another card or dice game as well. They're very messy, so I don't know why they're trying to, especially Mr. Prince is trying to put himself in this whole situation with Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez situation. I'm waiting patiently for the courts to kind of deal with it, and just to see what the final result is. But I definitely feel like this whole rap industry is one big boys club, where because you don't see the support even from the female artists that Megan has worked with. You don't hear or see any kind of support on her side at all. It's literally like she's fighting up against all these men. And it's unfortunate, but I really, definitely wish her the best of luck, and hopefully, the truth will eventually, I don't know when this court case is going to begin, but eventually it'll come out.
Yeah, you sound like you're in the matrix. You're going to have to call back. I can barely hear you. Thank you. Call back. It's like, please make sure you guys' audio is working, because we have a show here, guys. We have to make sure the quality is right, because we cannot hear. It's like I tried to get through it, but it's not working. At this point, make a diss track. Drake gets lipo and tummy tucks. He's also trying to get with 11 from Stranger Things. 21 Savage, ain't you married for a green card, child? Okay, thank you for that. Okay, please make sure your audio is correct when you come on. 1958, you're live on the air.
Hi, Armon.
Hey, what's going on?
I'm gonna start with the Zaya Wade situation.
Okay.
I feel like, medical standpoint, it's fine for her to want to identify. It's fine to support your child, but being an educated parent, as Dwayne Wade is, he should know that that brain is not developed yet, and it's too many times that people transition and then have regret, and then it leads to suicide and other type of things within that particular community. The Megan Thee Stallion situation.
But hold on. When we get to the transition, but when we talk about the transition, what are we really talking about? Like, what are we talking about? Her walking around and looking like she look right now because she don't have titties. She still got her PP. I don't get it. Like, what is the problem? Right now, she's just a cross-dresser.
Right. That's fine. But originally, they were discussing hormones, and they were discussing gender reassignment. That part of the equation should be involving the mom. And until I feel like you kind of need to dig a little deeper into that story about why the mom, when you made the comments about the mom not being involved, she had a gag order, that's first of all. And then money played a big part in that. They took her kids. So it's a big difference. So, again, moving on from that topic to Megan. The issue about Megan and possibly she's lying, no, I agree with the other caller. It's a big boys club. For whatever reason, like you say, a lot of people don't particularly care for Meg. And I think because of what she's been through, she has kind of been jaded by, the rat industry in terms of being able to trust people. So she comes off as cold. But that doesn't qualify her to be dragged constantly by men and no one say anything wrong with it. We should, as a people, should be on code where a victim is a victim until we find out otherwise. And it's just not happening. A group of men is ganging up on her. Nobody finds it odd. Why is Jay Prince involved? When you're supposed to be a mob goon, why are you involved with a woman? And not acting like an elder. Even if you're going to take a stance, a lot of people took stances, but it's fine to take a stance and just say, well, hey, I ain't dealing with it. I'm going to back away from it. I ain't going to say too much because I don't really know. We're going to wait. But no, to actually be online and writing whole dissertations about that young woman, that's a problem. But with Ice Spice and the people that Drake it's rap. I guess that's where we are nowadays, where everything is about a click and a view. So we're going to say things for shock value. And I think Meg and others would go this, but at this point, it's like, for Meg, it's like she's damned if she do and she's damned if she doesn't.
Thank you. I just got to say one more thing. I don't think that they were doing gender reassignment surgery. And she lost custody of those kids. She had 13 lawyers or something like that. How many lawyers she had? I don't know. I just feel like I couldn't see them trying to chop off her thing at 13, 15. That wasn't what was going on. The conversation right now is about her getting a name change and a gender, and a gender identity change probably on her ID. What is the problem?
But you can't get a gender ID change on your ID without that surgery and hormones and things of that nature. And she was doing and trying to do hormone therapy. And
I think hormones is necessary. I think hormones is necessary right now. If you're going to transition, I think the hormones is necessary. I think right now, I think it's necessary. Absolutely. I think right now she should be at a place right now. You need to take the blockers right now. If you're going to transition, this is when you do it. Start it. Yes.
Well,
Yes.
as
Why
a
would you
husband,
wait?
as a
Why would you
mom,
wait till you're 25 or 20 years old when you're all this testosterone and you're now a grown man? You want to wait till being a grown man? So people like you, not saying like in a bad way, but people like you and I, we can point and look and say, "Ooh, look, mommy, is that a man? That's a man."
the thing is,
Why?
that
And
we
you know,
already know but we know Zaya was a man from the beginning, or a boy. And the reality of it is, I'm coming from a standpoint as a mom. As a mom, even if we're talking in heterosexual terms, certain things I would not allow like I have a daughter. If my daughter wanted to, say for instance, my daughter wanted to get boobs or whatever, my daughter's not getting boobs until she's at least 21. And even with that, I would be encouraging her to wait until she settles into her body. You even hear nowadays about women who've now finally settled into their body and like, whoa, I shouldn't have got this surgery or whatever. And when we talk about gender replacement and hormones, that's a huge step. That's huge. And that's a 14-year-old child. Keyword child. She can't buy liquor. She can't vote. It's too soon, Armon.
But I feel like it'd be different if it was just me or you, or I had my little brother sitting here wanting to, we was going to get some black market hormones. They're going through continuous therapy and they're going to the best doctors that money can buy. At this point, they know what they're doing.
Okay. Well, again, we can.
I get it, but disagree. Okay, I got it. Thank you. But no, that's just I'm going to be. I feel like he's setting his daughter up. Listen, the thing is this, people are going to be gay, and I think a lot of parents need to realize it early on. The kid is gay. There's no such thing as a phase. The damn child is showing you signs of transgender. Believe it. She's not going to wake up 3 years from now at 18 and say, I don't want to be a woman anymore. No. She's trans. It's only going to get more. So, support it. You might as well. How many times did your parent, or did you think, or you as a person, did you think you wasn't going to be something that you already seen signs that you was going to be? If anything, you seen that little boy and you like, damn, that little boy going to grow up to be gay. Guess what? That little boy grew up to be gay as hell. And then sometimes that boy not only grew up to be gay, you end up being gay and a drag queen and a transgender. So 9 times out of 10, I never seen a little boy grow up, oh, I want to be transgender, and oh, now I want to be straight. It never happens that way. So we can keep living in this world of delusion and keep pretending, oh, no, and the damn boy girl is 15. 3 years from now, she's just going to be 18-year-old transgender. So at this point, if I got the resources and the money and the support system, I'm going to help my kid do it the right way, because I'd be damned if I have my kid out here looking like Bruce Jenner. Y'all not going to be laughing at my kid. My kid is going to be a Tiffany. My kid is going to be the baddest transgender black tranny on the block. If I'm going to have one. If it's up to me, bet you going to be the baddest hoe in the world. Not waiting till you 25 and bricked up. So then you can be a circus clown for the blogs and for the fans and for the people. No, girl, we're going to do this right. And we're going to get this Tiffany's ad. We're going to get this Miu Miu deal. You're going to be a high-end supermodel. Absolutely, girl. That's what you want to do, baby? Let's go. I'm going to support you every step of the way. Let's get this therapy going. Let's get these consultations going. I'm going to meet you every step of the way, girl. And what we can do, we can do. What we can't do, we can't do. It is what it is. Girl, just say some of y'all just don't want the transgender. That's the fact. You don't like the transgender. You don't like the gay. But newsflash, it ain't going nowhere. Now, I wish I could continue this conversation, but I have another conversation I have to get into. So, we will continue this, though, in a part 2, somehow. I love you all. I got to wrap it up, though, because I got to take this call. But I will see you guys in a later video. Thank you guys all for coming. Again, we agree to disagree, but listen, I still love y'all today and tomorrow. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, like the video, tag me on Instagram, and baby, I love y'all. All right, peace out.